this episode, we're going to be looking at a pair of complementary blocks, strLoader and strUploader. Now, we have covered strLoader in pretty great detail in one of the episodes of our longer series, Learn DGLogik 5, about making REST calls. But here we're going to look at simpler use for it by reading and placing data into your project file space. Right? So what I have going here is a table with some basic user data, and we're going to attempt to store it in our file system and then fetch it from there as well. Right? Okay, so first thing, we need a string. Right? We're going to store it as in a comma-separated format. It's just something I chose. We could also have stored as a JSON. So I'm going to search for csvWriter. I'm going to link my table to the input, right? And this gives me CSV information. I'm going to go ahead and include headers, right? And I want to store this as a file in my project space, so I'm going to use strUploader for that. I need a path where I'm planning to store it. Right? I want to store it under assets, so I'm just going to drag this here and add a slash and give it a file name. Say users.csv, and I'm going to link my data right into the data here. Right? So now when I execute, let's see what happened. I'm going to expand assets. Look, now I have my CSV file in here, and here's the content. Now let's say I want to read the file from my file system. I'm going to use strLoader for that. I'm going to drag the path into my strLoader path. Since I'm reading a local file, I don't need any headers or any other setup. Just going to hit OK, right, and invoke. There's the output. And I'm going to go ahead and use csvParser to parse the output with headers back into our table. There we go. So let's do a quick experiment. So I'm going to make this uploader run on change, and on complete, I'm going to invoke strLoader. Right, so basically, anytime I make a change in the table, I should see it reflected right away by reading it from the file system. So let's go ahead and try that. So I'm going to open the original table, add a row. Look, it's already happening here. And add new user. Say so you can see that as I'm modifying the table, right, it creates updated CSV string. It gets written to a file. After it gets written, it gets read from that file, parsed back from CSV into the table, and we get the result. That's it. That's a really quick overview of the strLoader and strUploader. This will allow you to store some persistent information in your project space, for example, or store metadata, or do more complex manipulation with data in your application. That's it.